Hello and welcome to another deck build. Try to ignore the sound of my dog eating a desk. Wait, QEPI. Alright, so first off in our G zone, we have Mithril Ezel. Counterblast 1, unflip a copy of itself. If you have a heart with Ezel, unlock all of your locked cards, and then look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. You can call 1 card from among them to the rearguard circle. Both that unit and Ezel get power equal to the unit called. Glorious Reigning Dragon. Counterblast 1, unflip a copy of himself, put 2 of your rearguards at the bottom of your deck in any order, and then you can, it's an on-attack skill, my apologies. Cough! You look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, and you can call the same number of units as the number of face-up cards in your G-zone. Shuffle your deck, and if you called 3 or more, countercharge and soul charge. Didn't actually know that part existed. Oof. Slimy Flare. G-Guard, when you place him, you may put 1 of your rearguards to the bottom of the deck, then look at the top, I want to say, no, it's 5, and then call up to 2 cards from among the Guardian Circle. Elise, Counterblast 1, it's an unflipped G-Guard, reveal the top 2 cards, or look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put 1 of them to the Guardian Circle, and then it gets an auto skill to move it to the rearguard after, if the attack doesn't hit. Gurgut Helios, I think it's a flat unflip of itself, and if you do, it gets quad drive. In a GB3, it gets 5,000 power for each of your rear guards until the end of the turn. Your opponent cannot guard grade 1 or greatest from hand during his attack. We have Ultima, who is a fucking monster in this deck apparently, because I don't know if it's just due to luck or some shit, but this Ultima has won me a lot of games with this deck. Alright, next we got Pelennor. Pelennor, secondary skill first because it's easier. When your rearguard, at the end of your rearguard's attack, Counterblast 1, bounce to hand. And then the first skill is a Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 3. When your rearguard's attack hits a Vanguard, you may Superior Ride it. Ezel's skill, if you have a Knight of Superior Skills Bowman on Vanguard or Rear, and then Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth on Vanguard or Rear at the same time, you can Soul Blast Crimson Lion Cub Criff, and you can ride him. He has an on-attack skill to Superior Call 1 card from hand. We have Vivian. Counterblast, Soul Blast, at the top 3, call 1 from among them. This unit gets 3k. I'll put the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. We got Jeffrey. He's mostly just there for the soul. His draws are nice, but god damn does this deck need soul. We got Knight of Superior Skills Bowman. When he's placed due to a card effect 3,000, and when placed you can discard a card from your hand to call Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth, which is this guy who I'll get into in a minute. Lop Ear Shooter, at the end of the battle that your Vanguard attacked, if it is grade 2 or greater, Counterblast 1, you may call this to a rearguard circle and it gets 5,000 power. Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth. When placed due to a card effect, Counterblast, he gets 10,000 power until the end of the turn. Dedrain, when placed due to a card effect, you may Soul Blast 1. If I have the right card, which I think I do. Soul Blast 1, you may either countercharge or draw a card. It gets 3,000 until the end of the turn. I don't remember this card's name. When your Vanguard's attack hits, you can look at the top card of the deck. Look for a card that's equal or lower grade than your Vanguard. You may call it. If you call it, retire this unit, and it can't be called to the same circle. So, for instance, if you have an Excel circle and he's on it, and you want to call from his skill, don't have him on the Excel circle. We run 4 basic draws and 4 draw PGs. The 4 basic draws, this deck feels like it needs draws, in my opinion. And they help with him quite a bit, because nothing is quite as easy to discard as a basic draw trigger. We run 4 crits, back there, 4 heals, and then Crimson Lion Cub Kiff, however the fuck it's pronounced. Ow. Hey. So, like last time, I'm going to attempt to give, mild idea of how the deck works. Hold on, I'm gonna need to move this dog because my legs fall asleep. Hold on, pup. Hold on, pup. Calm down. Okay. So, one of the main, important parts of this deck is it is very heavily anti-Link Joker. That is one very nice thing about it. And let's say we have... I don't have Excel circles set up, so I'll just pretend they're there. We'll pretend we have you there, you here, right? And we'll have strode into, I don't know, you, right? So boom, attack, that's the wrong button. E, E, E. And you would attack with these guys, right? And then you attack with him. You can send these two back to your deck, right? And then you look at the top 7 and you replace your entire set of Excel circles, which is fucking nasty, gotta admit. Then you have, let's say you have him on field, right? So after you attack with Glorious Raining, that's not the right button either. After you attack with Glorious Raining, you have him on field. Let's say they let the attack through, right? So you just called an entire new set of whatever the fuck you have up here. Boop, 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 boop. You just called an entire new set of whatever the fuck you have up here, right? So the attack hits, and then with his skill you can look at the top part of the deck. Which, if it's a unit, you probably just want to call it. Like, I don't know, him, Counterblast, give him 10k, it's an 18k attacker for the turn. If it's a trigger, you leave the trigger on the top. And then, let's say your rearguard attack hits, right? Boom. He swings in, he hits. And because, fortunately, this dude doesn't say what grade your Vanguard has to be other than grade 3 or higher. Or technically, I think you can get this thing... Ooh, hey there, pup. Technically, I think you can get this thing to Superior Ride at grade 1 if you have enough soul. So yeah, you can Superior Ride into this guy. And then, due to his skill, you already know what's on the top of the deck. So that's helpful, I suppose. I'm sorry also, I'm kind of recording this at like 11 in the morning. So I'm having a bit of trouble focusing. Alright, that's him out of the way, right? So then let's say it's one of the earlier turns, right? So you're in with him, this Ezel. And I'm gonna say for the sake of it, you're fighting Link Joker, right? Because I did have a Link Joker matchup with this deck and it was hilarious. All your Excel circles are locked. You go into this Ezel here, Counterblast, boom, 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 unlock, unlock, unlock. You stay face down. Okay. And then you look at the top card of the deck, and who knows, maybe it's another Ezel, which gives 12k to both of these units. Which, by the way, that's a fucking lot. That is a lot more than it should be. Which, you know, just assuming you're at the 12k base, you're 27, which makes you 39,000 without boost on this guy, and that makes this a 24,000 attacker. And that's without, you know, that's just in a basic grade 3 who doesn't have any on-place effects and such. That boosts up your formation, that's just 2 really tough attacks. What other combo plays are nice in this deck? Lop your shooter. This nasty motherfucker, hold on. You got you. Okay, I gotta admit though, first off, if you ever have this many counterblasts, why? This deck, I'll admit, it has less of a counterblast problem than most of the decks I've seen. But it can still eat them pretty fast if you let it. So you attack with these 3, and then you attack with Ezel, and then after that, boom, 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 dead, dead, dead. This is just what they do in general. I know I'm kind of just explaining this card's actual effect, but it's nasty as all hell. So you move these to an Excel circle, and then you got fucking, assuming that you actually have 3 of them in hand, you have 3 24k attackers, which is terrifying, in my opinion. You might also ask why I'm not running fronts, and the simple answer is, so many of my calls seem to be after my battle. These guys call themselves after battle, his skill activates after battle. Ezel isn't on attack skill, but at the same time, it's like, there's not many of them. The entire deck's multi-attack, air quotes. So like, you have the extra Excel circles, but the way you multi-attack is by calling more. So the front triggers just aren't like useful for that particular thing, as far as I've tested anyway. It just doesn't feel like it's worked, because I have tried running them. Okay. So, also, Ultima for a minute, right? You go this, you go this. You have Excel circles, and that's what matters. You have Excel circles, and then you can call anything from deck. You go with maybe her. And then you go into fucking Ultima here, right? Ultimate badass. And then just stack 2 crits on the top of your deck, right? Reveal, boom, crit. Reveal, boom, crit. It's... Ooh, it's nasty. I don't think there's any other Excel clans in United Sanctuary, so this deck is the only one that feels like it could be super nasty with it. Also, like, when it comes to Ultima, front triggers don't work as well because it doesn't change their card effects, and if you get a crit, it's basically a front trigger, but it works on your back row too. It's horribly nasty. I have hurt people badly with this, and I love it. It makes me happy. So you stack the 2 crits, or 2 of whatever you happen to want to use, and then generally at this stage in the game you would probably have these 3 Excel circles, I should point out. You have 5 crit 3 swings. If you don't have the crits in deck, you can put on heals or draws, and they're still nasty, is the important part of that. Even if they're swinging alone, they're going to hit for a shit ton. It's going to hurt like a truck. That's it for now. Sorry for being too rambly during this. As I said, I have a dog. I'm tired. So my focus is kind of half there.